My camera is drunk. It's very ticked. I don't know why. Hi, happy Wednesday, everybody. Cindy Daychuck here with Queen Bee Creations and a really tippy camera stand. Just the way it goes. So I don't know about you guys, but around here, it just gets sweltering, and then all of a sudden it's super cold. Then it's like sweltering, and it's just up and down and no rhyme or reason. But today we're in the really hot category. So hope you guys are keeping cool. Hope you're keeping hydrated. I just made myself another big thermos of tea to have in the fridge and get cold for me for tomorrow, so I can have some lovely iced tea when I'm back here in the shop tomorrow. Last week was the Fusion and Alchemy sale, so thanks to all of you that jumped in and took advantage of that. Don't know when the next sale is, so no big announcements on that one. Sorry. Monday's video, though, was kind of a cool one using old CDs or old DVDs, and one of those things that we've all got hanging around, or they're definitely all in the thrift stores as well. So pretty easy to pick some up, but it's a great kids craft for the summer. So check that out. And then this Friday is makeover of a table, a little side table, but it's the technique on the tabletop. So check that one out. I haven't done a painted finish in a while, so that was a lot of fun for me because I missed it. But I would paint all the furniture and I would paint all the things, but I don't have all the storage for all of them. And that's the problem. That's the problem, is being able to clear them out fast enough to keep up with the pace that I would paint at. So I have to diversify and I have to spread it out. Tonight we've got, I think, 22 new items that were listed. I totally forgot to turn them on live until Nick reminded me. So thankfully for him, they are all loaded on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com, under the the new this week. I'm going, what's new? No, that's the name of this show. So the new this week tab has all of the new items, making it easy to be able to find the latest editions. Obviously, you can go and search through all of the other categories, all of the other SKUs. These ones will be up in the new this week category until just before we go live next week with all the new stuff. And that's how it works. And apart from my forgetting to delete the old stuff and turn on the new stuff, it seems to be working okay. And it seems to be a little bit more fair for everybody, and people are at least liking it. Or maybe I'm only hearing from the people that like it this way, and I'm not hearing from the disgruntled people, but that's okay. I would rather hear it that way. So it's all good. All right, so let's jump into tonight, and I'll start with some of the bigger items. So this is just the wire frame of a three-tiered, like it could be a pie cooling rack, it could be a cookie display, but what's cool about it is it's heart-shaped. So it's kind of nice. And obviously, I mean, you could use any plate of any size that fits there. You don't necessarily need heart-shaped plates, although I have some heart-shaped plates in the shop. But just kind of nice and simple. $9 for that, Nick. And here, pull that over. Here, I just bumped something on leaning down below me, and I'm going, don't tip. This is a tonala signed Mexican bird. It's all hand painted. Some people list it as a duck. Some people list it as a goose. I leave it to you to determine which you prefer, which you like. Oh my goodness, somebody is shopping ahead of my even talking. But super cool, $24 for this. Lowest I saw was $58 online. So he's a good deal and he's in great shape. I have a number of wood items tonight, and then I held off on other wood. I just got a lot of wood, but I loved this. So this is $6, but it's like a hand carved, kind of twisty handled, burled wood, kind of paddle, spatula, spoon, whatever you want to call it. I love that. I love the detailing and the patterning and that. So just very unique, one of a kind, because they'll never get that piece of wood again. Okay, now this one is a little different. I just happened to get two of these. I kept one for me, and I'm selling one. So it is a brand new pack of 40 stencils. So they're all this size, obviously. And it's called restaurant stencils because they are all words. There's some that also have a picture or an image on it. It has like all the numbers. It has, like the $sign, %sign, exclamation mark, backslash, that kind of stuff. But what's cool is that it also has words like delicious and welcome and come on in and open and daily, day and night, cafe, menu, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So it's got a lot of words beyond just a restaurant application. I mean, if you have a restaurant, then this is perfect. But it's got all kinds of other words that you could use elsewhere and for all kinds of other signage. And if not, then you cut it apart and you have tons of letters that you could put together in whatever format that you want and you need for your particular need. So it's a pack of 40 stencils. They're this height and $14, which is a steal. And as I said, I kept one for me because I tons of application for that. So I have no hesitation in thinking that I'm going to use it. All right. This little vintage item comes from Japan. It's hand painted. It's a little apple basket jam jar. Now, this is older. It has crazing on the inside, which does not impact its use in any way, but I need you to know that it is crazing. And I did a close-up pic of the fact that there is a little tiny chip up here on the one leaf, which personally I would just file down and color. But I put it in the description and disclosed it so that you know, because this is just super cute. It is $9. Oh, we turned off the fans because they're too loud when I'm filming. It's already getting close in here. You'd think that it wouldn't warm up. No, I can't turn it on. It really makes a lot of noise. Even low makes a lot of noise. So cool on that one. It's going to get really hot in here. Maybe talking quick. If I start sweating, you know why. All right. This is just stinking adorable. It's like in a pale pink glass, and it is this little tiny cute bunny. So it's a solid glass little bunny for $8. It's got its little bunny tail and nose, and just super sweet, super cute. I have a set of 6 of these glasses in kind of a blue green kind of sea glass sort of color. They've got all the embossed design on there, and just a nice little highball drink glass. So the set of 6 for $24. This, I don't know what anybody bought, so I'm just talking like things are still available. This is a letterpress tray. Now it's got hanging hardware to hang this way. You could certainly hang it this way. You could use it on the tabletop to sort. I know someone that sorts all of their little stamps in there. So multiple uses. Certainly you can display little collections of miniatures and things in there as well. These are typically hard to come by and usually start at least $50. This is 16. So good deal. Okay, I have, and these go fast typically, I have a large, I think it's 19 hole glass frog. Check the listing. I can't remember if this is 5 or 6 inches
So
in diameter. It's sold. These go fast. It was $10, which is a deal for them.
5-inch.
5 inches. But yeah, I can't hang on to them when I get them. That they sell really fast. So somebody was wise enough to check very quickly just before I went live, because I just turned.
One of the two.
Just because I turn things on, like I think 5 minutes beforehand. Like I said, I forgot. Okay, I have 2 little enamel bowls, selling them separately. Your typical white with the blue trim for $4, and then this cool green one. So again, enamel, you've got the enamel chips. Both are perfectly fine and usable on the inside, though. So they don't have to be just simply for decorative use. This one actually has a stamp on the bottom. In terms of made in China. I can't see the name of the company though, but I love that color. What is that? Celery green, celadon. I think it's celadon green. Both are $4 each. So awesome little, that one's gone too.
Both of them.
Oh, both of them. Okay. See, I didn't know what sold. Okay. This little cutie. So this is a handmade and signed. Yeah, just checking the bottom. Handmade and signed little pottery jar. And what I love about it is that it has this cork stopper, this cork finial on the top for $7. So just a super cute little design. Let's go to, okay, the lidded pig dish. I love this little sleeping pig. So it's a cute little oval ramekin with the sleeping pig lid to it.
Nice pate bowl.
Yeah, little pate. $9 for him. He's just adorable. Usually you always see the hens, right? The hens on nests. So he was just kind of something special with the pig. I'm going to show this guy because this was my find of the week. I saw this thrifting and I just thought it was cool. I picked it up this way so that it had the flat bottom and it pulls and elongates out. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Don't know what it's used for. I was holding it upside down. It actually is an old vintage expanding file folder.
Cool.
So that you can fit all your files in this way. So cool because you can expand it out longer if you need more space, shorter. You have a craft room. I think this would be a cool way to display like some of your IOD stamps or, molds or things like that. But it goes shorter and then it goes taller. And it's just pretty special. I mean, just even as a cool display piece, depending, if you had a lot of plates, you could display some special plates that way too. It is $26, all metal with wood handles. So it's just kind of cool. This lovely mug, it's got this cross handle. It has like the bright yellow interior with some of the turquoise and green. This is an Anthropology mug, which I'm selling for $8.
You sold it for $8.
Oh, I sold it for $8. Anthropology sells them for $36. That's crazy. I love that. Look at the colors and patterning on that. Okay, so somebody else loved it too. Just the way it goes. All right, another wood item. And I get that these are mittens and it's stinking hot out right now, but it's the kind of thing that I don't find often. So these are old carved, cut out wooden mittens and just super cute little decor item, obviously more for winter, but Nick thought I was nuts for listing the 3 wise men last week and they sold right away. So there you go. There is.
I still think you're nuts.
Well, they sold and I didn't have to store them. So there's that. $4.50 for that little wood item. I have a pair. of these black and cream bowls. So they've got the little florals on the outside and then they're all patterned on the inside. They're in perfect condition. $9 for the pair.
They're nice. I like them.
Yeah, those are cute. I like them too. Okay, it's getting very warm in here. All right, the other wood item. I have a pair of hand-turned wood bowls. They're signed. So from GN from 1989. They're in pristine condition. $13 for the pair of those. I like that they both have that lighter edge from the wood. And that's not pieced, that's just natural. Baby. Okay. Pair of very large oversized mugs. These are originally from Pier 1. Cute little owl mugs and kind of almost like this crosshatch textured. It's like almost like a
Crackle or something.
well, it's almost like a linen, you know, like where linen, the linen weft and warp and weave or warp and weft, or so it's almost like a linen kind of feel and texture, but then heavily glazed with the two owls. And so $12 for the pair, but they sold for I think $18 each originally. Okay. Just a nice, simple little ceramic canister with an owl finial, because owls and pigs were the way. Well, owls, pigs, and a duck goose. But just a nice, cute little jar for $9.50. And then I have this set of 4. So 4 milk glass, so Pyrex glass from Corning with a burgundy band. This is from the restaurant ware line. These are in pristine condition.
They look like it should be in a restaurant.
Yeah, it's that old kind of 50s diner kind of look, right? So $25 for the set of 4 saucers and matching little cups. I like them. They're kind of funky cool, don't you think? They've got kind of almost like a mid-century modern vibe to them, but they have that, you know, pour me a cup of joe kind of feel to them.
Not tea for you. That'd be like a shot of tea for you.
Yeah, no, I need a big honking mug for tea. I mean, even my iced teas in a big, huge thermos that I just made. Okay, last up, and I put a heavy duty weight on this one because I really didn't want to have to ship it, is this. Now, I priced it at $16. And what this is, and you can see the little sample card in there. This is double paned. So they've got the swivel clasps in the back so you can remove, and there's 2 panes of glass here so that you can sandwich your photos in between it. So either to have it be like a floating frame like this one, right? So you have your image just floating in the center, or you can take it edge to edge, but you sandwich your photo or your image between the 2 panes of glass. So it's protected on the front and the back. And then there's a little spacer that gets attached in there. So the 6-pane window frame, picture frame. And they have it right now wired to hang back here, but it also has the clasp to be hung sideways as well. So if you wanted this way, it's set up for you to be able to do that. But I just looked at that and I thought, that one is just a shipping disaster, I think. I would take all the panes of glass out and wrap them individually and stack them in there, but I just think that it just...
It'd be more work for you, but
something might get broken, and so there's some things that just make me nervous. And I just know that I'm going to have to do a lot of extra packing. So I tack on extra weight accordingly just so that I have room for building a sturdy box and adding a lot more padding for it. And I am sweltering. Are you? I feel like I'm having hot flashes again. And I am so over that. Okay, so I had to talk fast, guys. It's really, really hot in here right now without the fans going. Maybe next week we'll try rolling up the big door.
Yeah.
Because then we don't have noise. Nobody's working here now, right? So that would have been an idea. Too late for that one. Remember it for next week. Can't do the fans because they're too loud, but we can open that door. This is bad news. I hope you guys are keeping cool. Check out my my videos this week. Check out with the CDs, a little makeover, kind of fun, kind of funky, definitely kid friendly. So if you're looking for some crafts for your kids or grandkids this summer, might be one to keep in mind. And then check out my furniture finish. It's kind of a cool, the technique is called frottage. It sounds very cool. You know, you say anything in French, it sounds very cool. All right, I'm signing off because I'm dying. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in as always. And whoever's responsible for the dings I heard, thanks for that too. You guys are special. And look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, guys, whoa, see, very unsteady. Take care. Oh, no, nothing wants to shut off. Oh my goodness. There we go.